Now it's time for Quarantine Tonight. Live from an undisclosed location north of the Platte River, here's your host, Mike Flood.
Welcome back to Quarantine Tonight. This is a special Thanksgiving 4-hour edition. I hope your turkey day was great. I hope that you're comfortably in your recliner or on the couch or maybe even just watching from bed. I'll tell you what we've got tonight. We've got 4 hours of Thanksgiving Quarantine Tonight. We're starting early because we were able to get the Lonnie Orchestra big band sound the first 2 hours starting right now until 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain. It's going to be fantastic. I've listened to them warm up. They got here just a little early, and they're all set to go, ready to get on it. And then at 8 o'clock tonight Central, 7 o'clock Mountain Time, we're going to have Paul Siebert. He's coming from the Lincoln area with 2 hours of beautiful Christmas music. Just a little side business as we start today. The undisclosed location that we are located in actually has a mask mandate. But we want you to know that in that mandate, it does say that there's an exemption for broadcast, which we are obviously taking advantage of tonight. We have done everything we can to space all of the performers out. We've widened our stage, and so you may see the camera going just a little bit further than you're used to. We want to socially distance as good as we can, and my two kids here are running 2 of the 3 cameras, and they're just thrilled to be here, by the way. They've all got their masks on. Everybody's observing the mask mandate, and we hope that you at home appreciate not only what the on-screen crew does, but what the off. There's some. Oh, they got to reboot something. I do some of my best work when we're not on the air. So you. Oh, is it? Okay. To the start. Sorry about this.
Now it's time for Quarantine Tonight. Live from an undisclosed location north of the Platte River, here's your host, Mike Flood.
Well, good evening and welcome to a very special Turkey Day edition of Quarantine Tonight. No, it is not 8 p.m. Central, 7 o'clock Mountain. It's actually 6 p.m. Central, 5 o'clock Mountain for our viewers across the great state of Nebraska. And that's good news for you because we have 4 hours of quality entertainment tonight. I have been previewing this and promoting this show for a month. I know that so many of you, for all the right reasons, stayed at home today. Maybe you didn't get to see your loved ones. You didn't get the chance to have that special Thanksgiving dinner like you did last year or in decades prior. Today has been different. It's different for all the right reasons, though, as we do our best to safeguard against this virus. And today, on Thanksgiving, we've got something different for you as well. Actually, the Lonnie Orchestra is here. They have given up their Thanksgiving to be with family tonight, to be with all of your families as a way to keep everybody at home safe and sound. And we do appreciate it. We appreciate this orchestra. We appreciate their dedication to what they do best, and that's big band and polka music. At 8 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Mountain, we switch tonight with our second act. Paul Siebert is coming from Lincoln with special Christmas program that I know will be very pleasing. So hopefully you found your way to the recliner. Maybe you're on the couch or even watching in bed. Wherever you are, turn the lights down, make sure the Christmas lights on the tree are up if you've got one sitting right there. I know in our house it's a work under progress, maybe at yours as well. Get in the mood because the first 2 hours are big band and then the second 2 hours all Christmas music. I want to especially thank our crew that's here tonight. I have my two kids working on a camera. We've got a very dedicated young lady who is saving up for a car. She's working on Thanksgiving night. Chad and Chris and Christian and everybody else that are here, we really do appreciate you. Just a little bit of side business. The undisclosed location we are in is located in a city that does have a mask mandate. So now that that's gone into effect, we want you to know a couple things. First of all, there is an exemption for broadcast, and we're using that tonight. But we have widened out our stage. We have given ourselves as much space as we can, up to 6 feet between performers, and our cameras are going to be swerving around a little bit more than you're used to so that we can socially distance as good as we can. Here's the best reason for something like this tonight. By doing this, the Lonnie Orchestra is providing our viewers something that hopefully makes it more bearable, being away from family, something that brings joy into your living room at a time when we most desperately need it. So on behalf of all of our viewers, in advance of our performers here tonight, I really just want to thank them for giving up their Thanksgiving. So with that, let's get started. We have a very special prayer tonight. This is our Thanksgiving edition from a pastor in Nebraska City, Otoe County, Nebraska. Take it away.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. My name is Pastor Charles Katarima. I serve at the First United Methodist Church in Nebraska City, Nebraska. I would like to invite you for a time of prayer, please. Let us pray. Gracious, loving, and caring God, we come humbling before you today, knowing how much you love each one of us. We are your children. As we come to you today, we come crying for our country, because you know at this time there is a big increase of COVID-19 in almost every community, Lord. I pray that we may continue to be responsible, protect ourselves and protect the people we love. And we continue to trust that the vaccine that is coming out will come out soon to help us. And above all, we pray that you may heal our land. There is so much divine that is still taking place even after the voting. We pray that you may unite us as your people, as your children, as our country. In your name, Christ Jesus, we pray. Amen.
All right. Thank you so much, Pastor. Thank you for joining us. This is our Thanksgiving edition, and as you know, we're in the second week of our first annual membership drive. If you like what you're seeing, if you like the fact that we're with you on Thanksgiving, we're looking to get to 20 new members tonight, and that's $12 a month. We'll send you a Quarantine Tonight t-shirt. As I tell everybody, it's guaranteed to kill COVID. And then the $15 a month option is actually a Quarantine Tonight sweatshirt. Here is that number, and it means a lot to us that you'd consider doing it. Our goal tonight by 10 o'clock is obviously 20, but we'd love to get there early and just see what we can do. We really have had some success the last couple of days, and we're hoping that tonight is something you appreciate. So call that number, 1-888-800-1479, or go to newschannelnebraska.com. I want you to see this video, and then we'll get started with our music.
Father does a very good job, just like you would be having real mass. We don't have no complaints. It keeps us in faith. We know Father Joe for 25 years, and we consider him a great friend.
He's a saint.
Just trying to
Stay well.
stay well, keep at home, and keep safe.
Sometimes it gets kind of long days, and you don't know what to do with yourselves.
We're up in that age, so we're vulnerable to catch anything. We like NCN. We listen to their news more probably than we do the other stations. The other stations that all they do is talk about crime, who killed who. NCN, they just give it as it is. Yes, we're thankful for Father having it and the station.
Yeah, that station.
That station
Without the
is.
station, you couldn't do a thing.
All right, special edition of Quarantine Tonight, and I saw Father Joe at the end there. I heard from one of the deacons, Father Joe went through coronavirus. He is feeling better. He asked somebody to bring him 2 tubs of butterscotch ice cream the other day, so I think Father Joe is definitely got his taste back. Hey, would you become a member? 1-888-800-1479 or newschannelnebraska.com. We're asking for $12 a month. We'll send you a T-shirt or 15 and a sweatshirt. Lonnie, thank you to you and the orchestra for being here tonight. Some big band sounds. I heard you warming up. It sounds perfect.
Well, don't lie to everybody.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? Thank you to all of your families for letting
Yeah.
you be here tonight. So
I'm very lucky that I have these musicians here today for on Thanksgiving. Usually that's a kind of touchy holiday. Everybody wants to stay at home, but I'm glad everybody was willing to help us out. We got some subs today, so everybody will get to meet some new people today. So.
we are going to meet some new people. We're not going to take anything away from the music. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lonnie Orchestra.
Just like that, we hope we start off with a little tune called Linger a While, because we want you to linger a while tonight. We're glad to be here on behalf of the boys and ladies of the band. We want to wish everybody, where am I looking? Am I looking there? There? Looking there. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody is doing good. The boys and ladies of the band want to thank Mr. Mike Flood. He was generous enough to feed us a turkey dinner before we started playing, and Marla and I, we should have ate less. Too much pumpkin pie. Too much pumpkin pie. So we hope you're ready to enjoy a great show that we have ready for you tonight, and we have some dedications and all that good stuff. And we're going to do like we did the last time when we were here with the polka band. We want to send this one out, especially to anyone and everyone that has anything that to deal with our terrible COVID virus out there, especially all the medical staff, and from medical to spiritual, to all those that are driving the trucks and getting stuff delivered, just everybody out there that has something that their job is so important, and we couldn't thank them enough. So this whole show goes to them, but especially this first song. It's a medley time. We start off with a little tune we call Day In, Day Out Medley. A little day in, day out medley, you betcha. Sounds good, Marla, right? I look to my lead trumpet player back there. This evening, ladies and gentlemen, in this undisclosed location, I am proud to be a member of the saxophone section. Holy smokes, Marla. Did you notice that they sound halfway decent? Yes, they do. We have three substitutes in our saxophone section. Golly, I tell you, it brings back memory of some years ago, about 10, 15 years ago, where we were running an 8-piece band, and it was only my dad and I, and the rest were subs at a job one time. But we got three guys filling in for us. We want to send this one out especially to our tenor, bari saxophone player, Paul Menoshek, who is spending time with his family today, and we appreciate that because his family does too. And so we can talk about Paul and all that stuff that we don't usually can do. And so we have filling in for Paul, a very great guy from Lincoln, Nebraska, Mr. Bobby Fusion right over there. So Bobby, wave to everybody so they know that you're Paul today. That's right. Lucky you. Here's a nice pretty tune. Dean Martin always did this one. Here's Everybody Loves Somebody. A little tune called Everybody Loves Somebody. I think that's true. Last time we were here, I had a bunch of requests on my phone. Well, this time I got smart. I got them printed out on a piece of paper that I can't even read either. So we want to send one out, especially, we got lots of requests, so we're going to fly through them. We want to send it out to Marge Papa, who celebrated her birthday on November 22nd. Happy birthday to you. And then also, Marge and Marv Papa are celebrating their wedding anniversary coming up November 29th. So happy anniversary to you. Also, Raleigh Ott gave me a call, left me a nice message on the phone. Sorry, Raleigh, we already had our song list up, but this one's for you also. And also, a lady that called me, or I called her, and she was mad that I didn't mention her name last week, because she's special, and I'm going to make sure I don't forget now, especially for Polly Kniffen from Yankton, South Dakota. Polly, this is for you. Love you tons. You know that. We're going to do a song right now that happens to be our lead trumpet player's most favorite song. She requests it all the time, and we never play it for her. But tonight, Marla, it's a special, it's Thanksgiving. Marla is thankful for this tune. Here's a little tune. Guy Lombardo did it many moons ago. Here's a little Tweedledee. Tweedly, tweedly, tweedly-dee. I'm as happy as can be. Jiminy crickets, Jiminy Jack, make my heart go clickety-clack. Tweedly, tweedly, tweedly-dee. Tweedly-dee, tweedly-dee. Give it up, give it up, give your love to me. Tweedly-dot, tweedly-dot. Gimme, 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 gimme all the love you got. I'm a bum, 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 tweedly, tweedly, tweedly-dee. I'm a lucky southern soul. Oh, hubba, hubba, honeydew, I'm gonna put my arms around you. Tweedly, tweedly, tweedly-dee.
Hey, we're going to step in just a little bit early.
You
We're gonna-
betcha.
We're going to fix this mic up here. It's just spitting back just a little bit.
Uh-oh.
So, oh, yeah. You still sound super good, and we hope at home you're enjoying every bit of this. This is the Lonnie Orchestra. They've got 2 hours of good times ahead of us. Well, more than an hour and a half, we'll say that. We hope you're enjoying the program. If you are enjoying the program, please consider becoming a member of News Channel Nebraska. All you have to do is dial 1-888-800-1479 or newschannelnebraska.com. We're asking for $12 a month, and we'll send you a Quarantine Tonight t-shirt or $15 a month.
Music is medicine, and Midwest Music Center in downtown North.
Tell you what, let's go ahead and show you this video here. We'll get things all tightened up here on this microphone, and we've got more coming your way. It's Thanksgiving Quarantine Tonight. Our goal tonight, 20 members. Will you do it? 1-888-800-1479. We'll be right back.
Oh, we love NCN. NCN has been our answer to the virus because we don't get out too much.
Just hope that we pray for the people that have it so that they get over it okay. And
We're up there in age, and we have to kind of protect ourselves because we're pretty vulnerable. We both have health conditions, so I enjoy that quarantine program because they always start with a prayer.
Just asking you bless our doctors and nurses.
It's 2 hours that makes you kind of not think about all the problems in the world, and helps you relax a little bit. I just love music, and I think my favorite should probably be the polka bands. The Mark Vidal band, love it. Those 4 teenagers that play, I think they're from Fremont or someplace. I think they're just so full of life, and really enjoy them. The Duffy Bellerod band is very special in our hearts because he played for our wedding dance 63 years ago. I love NCN because they give the news and they don't try to analyze it, they just give the news. And the weather guy, I love the weather guy. And I like the football games that they've been covering lately. It's local football games, and you know, and we never heard of NCN before. I don't know how long they've been in business, but during the early stages of coronavirus, why, all of a sudden there they were. And, they're doing a lot of good in the community.
Oh, you know who I just saw on? You know who I just saw on there was the Happy Players. Those 4 teenage kids from Fremont. They're actually coming back next week to be on News Channel Nebraska's Quarantine Tonight. The Happy Players from Fremont, and they are a hoot. You've got to be happy about that. You know, Lonnie, you're, in addition to being a big band, you do a lot of polka.
That's right.
You've got these 4 high school kids that are now early, freshmen in college. Do people get a kick out of them when you guys appear at the same places?
Oh yeah, they're full of energy, and I always think to myself, I used to have energy like that.
Oh my goodness! So here's the deal, Suze. If you're going to get married to somebody, you should probably get married to the Happy Players. One of them.
The one that has the most money.
Yes, yeah. That's right. That's right. Well, I'll find out where they're all going to school, and we'll hook you up there. All right. All right. Let's check his mic here real quick.
How am I doing?
The fly. Hey, while you're at it, let's do some quick introductions here because there are some new people that we need to get to know.
We introduced on the far end there Mr. Bobby Fusion from Lincoln, Nebraska. And then our tenor player this evening filling in for us has subbed for us many a times. Omaha, is that right, how we said? Omaha is his hometown. Mr. Chris Cottagnola. Stand up, Chris. Sit down, Chris, that's enough.
Hey,
okay.
Now how do you spell that last name?
You'd have to ask him. How do you spell your last name? C?
Oh, hang on a second. Hang on.
Cotignola.
That would be a spelling lesson for me.
And then this is the guy that had a long ways to go. This is the final piece in our Lonnie puzzle that put the chord together that could make this work tonight. James has helped us out before, but always when we go up to Anthony, Iowa and all that direction, Sioux City, he's never come down this way for us before, but by golly, his wife said, get the heck out of the house. And Mr. James Kuntz, and where are you going to say you're from? Okoboji, Iowa. So
Why would you ever leave Okoboji?
I
Such a
have
nice
no
area,
idea.
yeah.
And he was at his in-laws, and that's it. From his in-laws to our secret location was 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
Tonight. So I told him, I said that we can't pay anything, but the drinks are free.
You can't get those Iowans to cross the border that often.
Not too
but-
easily, just gunpoint usually.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
And then our other new player of the evening, he's helped us out many a times from Lincoln, Nebraska. He's back there playing second trumpet for us. Mr. Dean Heist back there, doing a wonderful job. And then from the polka band, you remember Marla, Rich, and
Oh,
Susie, and yours truly. And then the thing that threw our force off of the whole polka band with that mustache, Mr. William White. So he's back there again.
I'm still adjusting to the
Yeah,
mustache.
we are too.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Leo Lonnie Orchestra, News Channel Nebraska.
Welcome back, everybody. Red River Valley. Red River Valley had some nice Dixieland work back there by Dean and William and yours truly. Also a beautiful piano solo by our beautiful piano player, Miss Susie, yeah. We want to keep going down our list. We want to send one out to, and we're going to miss tons of people because you can't think of everybody. But we want to send a tune out to all our dancers that follow the Leo Lonnie Orchestra, the polka band, also the ballroom band. We love you, we miss you. And one of these days we'll be back again, and everybody's dancing will be back to going. But we want to send one out especially to some special dancers. Come to mind today to Doug and Eileen Alf, and Dick and Carol Brown, Ron and Bonnie Olson, Joyce Grable and Dan Shelby, John Ackfeld, John and Elaine Grotheson, Mr. and Mrs. Jim Hughes, Bob and Linda Todd, Glenn and Marcella Kocha. They're all there. And also want to send one out especially to Dorothy Reeb from Columbus, who is watching tonight. Hi, Dorothy. You look wonderful. I can't see you, but you still look wonderful. And also want to send one out especially to Ruth and Mike Prester for the wonderful pumpkin pie. Thank you very much. And also to the Simrod gang from Rogers, Nebraska, Virginia, and all that. If you watched News Channel Nebraska this morning, it's St. Isidore's Mass. She was playing piano this morning and did a wonderful job. Don't forget, we need your support here at News Channel Nebraska. And they'll put that phone number up there sometime during the night, 888-800-1479, and they need your support. And with that, you bring back musical acts like ours and all those other great talent in Nebraska and surrounding states. They love bringing it to you, and they need your support. $12 a month, $15 a month option, or you can give the grand donation, one-time payment of $1 million. And with that, you will get a coffee mug by Chad. And so here's a nice little tune that we worked on a little bit earlier. We haven't played it for a while, but it's pretty. It's real pretty. Ray Anthony, band, played it many times. Here's a little tune called Pretend. Ready, pretend. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's pretty. A little tune called Pretend. We don't have to pretend. That's how pretty it is. We have some special guests listening in and watching, and we want to send one out. He wants to send one out. Jensen said, would you please send a song out to his lovely and beautiful wife, Kathy, and his daughter, Kristen Jensen, and also Kristen's boyfriend, Justin Corson, who are eating their Thanksgiving meal at the moment while they are watching us. And I don't know, what else could be better? Hope everybody's wearing your expandable pants. That's what I should have wore after that Thanksgiving meal we had, that good meal. We also want to send one out especially to Earl and Diane, watching from the big town of Sioux City, Iowa. Earl said that we didn't mention his name enough last week. Well, we didn't mention it at all, so we got to mention it twice. So Earl. We're added a few extra ones there. So this is appropriate for Earl, not necessarily Diane. Here's a little tune. Sing You Sinners medley. Oh, yeah, a pretty tune called Sing Your Sinners Medley. We had a fine trumpet solo on Little Paper Moon. Mr. Dean Heiss back there. Right there he is, live and in color. Also, we had another tenor solo by Chris Codagnola. That was part of the deal. He said, if you want me to play, I get 2 tenor solos. I don't know, you have 3 so far, didn't you? Or just 2? We played one twice. Okay, now you get out of here. You met your quota. He had his tenor shoes on, that's right. This special tune, I wanted to send this one out to a special couple, but I had instructions today not to mention their name. Their name gets mentioned so often that they did not want their name mentioned. So that's what I'm going to do. I am not going to mention Gerald and Roberta's name at all. So Gerald and Roberta Bodie, we were not going to mention it. Here's a little Dream Train. Dream train, please carry me back. Dream train, stay on the right track. Take me back where I belong. Sound your whistle and gong. Tell the gang it won't be long. Dream train, please put on some steam. Morning will soon end my dream. Stop when a sweet old lady hollers, welcome my dream train home. A little pretty tune of Dream Train. We got some more requests. Richard gave me a list here. Said, we want to send one out especially to Eldon and Ricky Wolf. That would happen to be Rich's sister and brother-in-law. Don Vacek, and also Joe and Katie Bielek. And also Mr. and Mrs. Alan Regaz. So we want to send one out to them. Here's a pretty tune. We feature our mustache man, Mr. William White, there in the back row. Little pretty tune called Deep Purple. Oh, a little pretty tune of Deep Purple. Not too many bands play that anymore. Mr. William White back there, if there was an audience here, they'd give him a big round of applause. We're going to have to ask the camera crew. Give him a big round of applause, camera crew. There you go. That's one. We have some more people we want to send one out to, and we just kind of lumping it all together. And we want to send one out especially, well, we already did a tune for Paul. We can't send him out another one. Les and Rosie Pardee from Fremont, to Walt and Paula Glade from Glenwood, Iowa. Glade, I'm sorry. Kenny and Carolyn Delagel, Lincoln, Nebraska. Richard and Donna Matson from the big town of Hooper, Nebraska. WRJQ engineer still on the tower. Elwood and Shirley Rakes, Arizona. Chuck and Elaine Lowers, Arizona. So we got some people all the way in Arizona watching us tonight, boys and girls. Jim and Shirley Moots from Minnesota, and Laverne and Joyce Wentz from Lee. So there we go with some. We got some more coming up. Little tune we feature, I don't know, who do we feature? Anybody in this one? We'll feature the drummer for no apparent reason. Here is a little High Society. We're gonna be in high society. We'll strut on down to the finest part of town. I don't have rings and all those fancy things, but as long as you love me, I'm in high society. Pretty tune of High Society. We got some sweet trombone saxophone playing in that one, you bet. We're kind of flying through the tunes this evening. Marla's going to wet her whistle on this one. This next tune, we would like to send this one out to any future trumpet players out there, because your role model and mine is going to play a solo for you right now with the other band accompanying her. Marla said she wants to send this one out to her two-star pupils, Sylvia and Ellie. Oh, yeah, they want to. Marla says that after one more lesson with her, they're going to sound like this, like what Marla's going to sound like. So money well spent. Right, Marla? Yeah. So far. I think the best thing I bought from Marla, besides the trumpets, was the earplugs that come with it, yeah. So we're going to feature Marla Yennock right now on a pretty tune that features the trumpet. Here is Marla and Wonderland by Night. And we also want to send this one out, especially they wanted this tune exactly for this one, to Bob and Teresa Waldheisen. And they said, could you please play Wonderland at Night? By golly, just by accident, it all happened in line. The stars have aligned. So here we go. Marla and Wonderland by Night.
Well, there you go.
There you
Marla's always the spoiler there at the end, isn't that? What do you call that little? The plunger. All right. Oh, it sounds so good. We hope that you're enjoying this evening tonight. The band might want to go stretch their legs for a second. We want to let you do that. Everybody's doing so well. And we're hearing from our viewers. They're just loving tonight, by the way. Best thing on television. And think about how many channels there are to pick from, by the way. This is better than the NFL for a good majority of our audience. So
We're not getting hurt as bad.
yeah, there you go. By the way, coming up in the next hour, what are some of your favorites that are on the horizon?
We're going to be doing Glenn Miller's In the Mood.
Of course.
And some other good tunes. Also, we had requests for Susie to play a solo, so we're going to have her and do a special thing. So lots of good music coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching a special Thanksgiving edition of Quarantine Tonight. We'll let the band go ahead and just go grab a second here. You got a couple of minutes here. I don't want to foreclose you from that opportunity. Susie, you better take advantage of this one here. Yes. They have done such a great job, and we hope that you're enjoying what we're doing here. This is probably their largest break of their performance tonight, so we'll let them stretch their legs. And thank you for tuning in. We're going to return to this music in just a few minutes. But first, I'm Mike Flood. I'm the host of this, and I want to encourage you to support News Channel Nebraska by becoming a member of our station as part of our first annual membership campaign. If you appreciate and value the homegrown programming like the Lonnie Orchestra, like Paul Siebert, you're about to see him with some special Christmas music. All the stuff you find here each day, the mass, the news, the entertainment, the high school sports, the college sports, and more from all corners of Nebraska. Would you do your part by making a contribution and becoming a member? We're asking for $12 a month or $15 a month, depending on whether you want the T-shirt or the sweatshirt. You can do that at this number right here, 1-888-800-1479 or newschannelnebraska.com. Our goal this show tonight is 20 members, and we have 3. So we got to get on the stick. I got to figure out how to do this, but with your help, we'll do it. 1-888-800-1479, or you can go online at newschannelnebraska.com. Here's some more about what News Channel Nebraska does in Nebraska.
Once the whistle starts, you're calling the game, and it really is just a blur from there where you're calling what you see and for me, doing what I love most. We're able to tell the stories of players, schools, communities, and towns that may or may not have a chance otherwise, whether it's the 6-man state championship, unified bowling, state football semifinals, or state basketball. What I enjoy about News Channel Nebraska and what has kept me with the company is the fact that we are doing multi-camera broadcasts for upwards of 200 games in a given school year. No one is doing what we're doing in this regard. We're rolling out our trucks all across the state. We will cover games in Lincoln and Omaha, but our primary focus is outside of the metro areas and allowing communities in those rural areas to really feel appreciated, and that's something that we do very, very well. About 2 years ago, you had Grand Island, and they had a very good football team. They knocked off 3 of the best teams in Omaha, and they made it to the state championship for the first time in decades. And we were there to tell that story. People reached out online from Central and the Panhandle and really said, the Islanders in that season, they became our team. Almost they became Nebraska's team. Everyone rallying around the purple and gold of Grand Island. I think that's the epitome of what we offer, allowing that pride and that sense of community in rural Nebraska. And that was a very rewarding thing that we did at NCN. Sharing the story of a player or a community or a town through sports is something that I really enjoy, and it's something that I think is unique about what News Channel Nebraska offers.
All right, we're getting set up again here. Hello, it's Mike Flood, and we are here on Quarantine Tonight, brought to you in part by the University of Nebraska Medical Center. A special Thanksgiving Day program where until 8 o'clock Central tonight, 7 o'clock Mountain, we have the Lonnie Orchestra, and then we have Paul Siebert, all the way from Lincoln, Nebraska to this undisclosed location with 2 hours of beautiful Christmas music. Tomorrow night, it's the Mark Villadal Orchestra with Polka as we wind down the week, and we hope that you like what you're hearing. Our goal tonight is 20 new members at $12 a month. You can do that by going to 1-888-800-1479. We'll send you a Quarantine Tonight t-shirt, or go to newschannelnebraska.com. We have 3 right now, so we need your help to get there. And to get there, you can call 1-888-800-1479. We thank you for tuning in to this station and for considering being a member of our station as part of our first annual membership campaign. We haven't tried this before, and to be honest, we're planning for the future. We want to keep Quarantine Tonight going. We want to keep bands coming into your living room at night, and who knew that the whole quarantine thing would still be a thing in November after launching in late March. But here we are, and we know how important it is. So we hope you're enjoying your evening here on Thanksgiving. Everybody here got some turkey earlier today. I don't know. Have you ever spent your Thanksgiving at a gig? That's the question.
No. I think out of all the holidays, just Easter.
Usually Easter?
Yeah, just Easter one time by accident. Somebody called us to play, and I didn't have the right kind of calendar, and so I said, yeah, that date's open, and then send it out to everybody, and then everybody sends a note, go, we're playing on Easter? And I go, no.
Yeah.
And then I says, we can't be. And so they said, you just booked one. And so
Easter's kind of sneaky.
well,
you
it
know.
can sneak in there once in a while. It changes
Yeah,
every year from year.
yeah.
So that's about the only one. We haven't played any other. But I remember back in the heyday, my dad, who played drums professionally with a lot of bands, and then when we started ours, back in the 40s and 50s, there was no dancing during Lent, and 30s and 40s, and then Easter was the big dance, and so everybody partied and let loose. So
Mardi Gras to Easter.
yeah,
They took it pretty serious.
they did.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are enjoying the great sounds of the Leo Lonnie Orchestra. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Oh, yeah, nice to have the show back. And it's nice to have some good trumpet players back there. Boy, the chops, they got to go up to a high D 10 times above the staff, right? Something close to that. William, are you okay with this one after that? You want to do an insert to save time? Okay, all right. William's getting scared. Nah, we're just teasing. You know what we haven't done tonight? We haven't done a waltz. Let's do a waltz in our pile in there. The last 723 would be the end one probably in your extra insert pile. And she's not here. We got it? 723. Uh-oh. Keep going. Way in the back there, James. All right, there you are. All right, we're going to do a pretty tune. We want to send this one out, especially to some great people. And we want to send one out especially to Jared and Taylor Yannock, all the way from the big town of Mesa, Arizona. How about that? That Jared is the son of Rich over here and Marla over there doing their good social distancing today. Just to make things easier so they would follow guidelines for social distancing on the way here. Rich drove the car and Marla rode in the trunk just to keep everything safe. In the back, well, that's where the trunk is. I got to teach Rich where the parts are on cars anymore. We want to send also especially to Laverne and Joyce Wentz from Lee, Alan and Rosemary Schwartz from Norfolk, Milton and Joanne Schwartz from Norfolk. Jan and Merle Merla Grosniklaus from Shelby, and Rex Grosniklaus from Columbus. Also to Ron and Darlene Clement from Valparaiso, our faithful ticket takers for our Leolani dances when they used to be. And by golly, next year, once this is all over with, it's got to be over next year. It's got to. We're going to have one heck of a dance, and they're going to be the first two people you see when you come into the Eagles there in Wahoo. And also, we want to send one out, especially a big town of Weston, Nebraska, Eugene and Marie Molly. Oh, yeah, nice people. We haven't seen all our dancers in such a long time. We kind of forget what they look like, and they probably forget what we look like. But we did get one comment during the break. I got somebody send me a note. You guys look so sharp in your blue coats. How about that? Even the people here are whistling at us. My golly. So we brought out our special blue. We have a nice blue shirt for the polka band. We're just called the Smurf Band, I guess. I don't know, something like that. So waltz time it is, a very pretty waltz, and we're going to send this tune out, especially to all the people that we had to say goodbye to over this last year. And so this is a pretty tune called My Last Goodbye. Oh, pretty tune of My Last Goodbye. Oh, yeah, that's a pretty tune. As we look at the mustache man. All right. We had some, it wasn't a solo, but he was playing by himself on that Barry saxophone playing. Great job, Mr. Bobby Fusion over there doing a wonderful job. So, boys and ladies of the band, let's give Bobby a big round of applause. Filling in for Paul Menushek. Who knew it was possible to take Paul's place? Yeah. All right, we're going to do a nice, pretty tune right now. We're going to feature the Mustache King himself, Mr. William White. And this tune not only features William, but there are 3 sections in this song that feature Marla and Dean. And they just sit there and do nothing. And it's pretty tough. And so they have to count. So you're going to be watching back there, and they're going to be going like this just to make sure they keep track of everything. But here's William, a pretty tune featuring William on the trombone. I'm getting sentimental over you. I think the boys and ladies in the crew should give Mr. William White a big round of applause. Good job, William. My golly. A stash. I got stash. You ready for, should we feature Suze? No? Yes? No? No pressure. No pressure. All right. If the camera doesn't go to her right now, you'll see that you see a 17-year-old girl just going. No, but we're going to, and she's walking off the stage. No, oh. Boy, that's like, whoo. We've had a lot of requests from our last show here on News Channel Nebraska. They said, yeah, you feature Susie and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. How about you really feature Susie? And so we said, well, okay. So I asked Susie, and I says, "What is there a song you want to play?" And she says, "I really like this one tune that is on some old Lawrence Welk shows on YouTube." And I said, "Oh, what's that?" And she said that it's the Maple Leaf Rag. And I said, "Yeah, that'd be awesome." And we want to send this one out. Susie wants to Dr. Jay Gilbert and Kurt Runstad, Matthew First, and Thad Dodd out there. So she said to make sure to send this one out to them because they're tuned in tonight listening to Susie. And so we are going to feature her right now. I'm going to go back to that spare keyboard back there, kind of help out. This would be like dueling pianos, but keep the camera on her. Don't look at me. So we're going to feature Susie right now on her famous tune, The Maple Leaf Rag. Susie, I don't know, get the camera on her, or if it isn't ready. Susie, stand up and take a bow for everybody out there. Professional bow, professional wave. Hey! We want to thank Chad Barnhill and Midwest Music for bringing an extra keyboard just so we could do that song. And Susie also wants to thank him for letting her use that extra music stand up there. Her sheets were about that long. So good job, Susie. And don't forget, all those colleges out there, send them scholarships to 3070 Kira. No, not Brainerd, Minnesota, Brainerd, Nebraska. So, hey, you know what? Susie did such a good job on that Maple Leaf Rag. Doesn't that make you want to call in to News Channel Nebraska at 888-800-1479? Doesn't that make you want to just pledge some money tonight and to keep live music coming to News Channel Nebraska? Help Mike Flood out. And you guys are not disappointed. Mike brings the finest in musical entertainment to you guys almost every evening, whenever it works out during scheduling, and he deserves a big round of applause from the boys and ladies of the band. There you go. That's right. And don't forget, $12 a month gets you a T-shirt, which is over there, and then $15 a month gets you a sweatshirt. And don't forget, we still have not had one person yet take up the offer of a one-time pledge of $1 million. So make sure, don't delay. We should have sent this song out to Paul Menashek, don't you think? Rich is following my brainwaves. Yeah, that drummer back there. Mr. Rich Yenok from Papillion, Nebraska back there has been on the band too long. But he's a great guy, and he's a parts guy at a business that I don't know if we can say or not where he works, because he might get death threats. I don't know, but he works in Gretna, and a great guy. Rich and I have played, tons of jobs together, and my wife, she always worries when it's just a duo job of Rich and I, because she always thinks we're going to get in trouble. And if the camera's shining right on Rich and I, have you seen more than best angels in your life right here? I just don't understand. But we're going to send this one out to Paul Menashek, who is at home with his family, and we got Bobby filling in for him. But just for Paul, here's Please Don't Talk About Me When I'm Gone. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, honey, though our friendship ceases from now on. And listen, if you can't say anything real nice, it's better not to talk at all is my advice. We're parting, you go your way, I'll go mine, it's best that we do. Here's a kiss, I hope that this means lots of luck to you. It makes no difference how I carry on. Oh, honey, please don't talk about me when I'm gone.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lonnie Orchestra. How is this solo going? I understand there's a few folks watching tonight that are thinking about you as a future for their institution. Are these Nebraska-based schools, or where are they located?
Yes, so who I sent it out to, the solo I did, I went to a Doane University College visit.
Okay.
Those are all faculty and staff at Doane, and I also went to the University of Nebraska Omaha, as well as Kearney and Concordia.
Oh, my goodness. We haven't done Wayne State yet, have we?
Not yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes. Well, I tell you what, this is a great show. You guys are enjoying it at home so much. I want to thank you on behalf of all the viewers for making your Thanksgiving available, because there are so many people watching tonight that are cooped up for all the right reasons, and they're enjoying the sounds of the big band from the Lonnie Orchestra. If people want to hear more of the orchestra, they want the orchestra to perform for them someday, or they're just looking for that big band sound, where can they go to find out more, Lonnie?
Well, you can go to our Facebook page, type in LeolaniOrchestra.com or Leolani Orchestra, and then our website, LeolaniOrchestra.com. Also, you can just reach out, give us a call, 402-545-2202, and we'd love to hear from people, and we've actually had some bookings for next year. People are thinking things are going to get better. They just got to. And so we're looking forward. We're always looking for work, that's for sure.
This has been a long run for musicians, hasn't it?
It has. You know, all the groups that you have on, we miss playing for everybody. And there's that kind of a lull, and I'm proud of these guys. You know, we haven't played with the ballroom band since the last time we were here.
Are you kidding me? It's been that long?
So I think that's right, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. So, you know, when you haven't played together for a while, you sometimes worry that it ain't going to click or something. But, boy, the guys
I
and
think
gals
it sounds
are
good tonight.
doing good tonight.
If you had to pick one ballroom, everybody here in the state could pick one ballroom that is your favorite, what would you pick? If you had to pick one. Doesn't mean the others aren't good.
Of the ones we played?
Of the ones you played, the ones you know?
I don't know. I think for history's sake and all that, I would say Playmore Ballroom in Lincoln.
Okay.
And if I had to have a runner-up, it would probably be Surf Ballroom at Clear Lake, Iowa.
Clear Lake, Iowa.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else here in the orchestra have a favorite? Marla, where would you say if you had to pick a ballroom that you favor, just that you miss and that you want to be at?
Oh, I don't know. Probably the Roof Ballroom. Gosh, we played all kinds of different places.
Where's the Roof at?
Oh, that's way up north. Not in this state. Not in this state. No, it's like going to, Indiana, going across.
Boy, you do travel
Indiana
then.
Roof Ballroom. Other places, just a lot of different places. The State Fair was a fun time when we played the State Fair. I enjoyed that a lot.
Grand Island or Lincoln?
I've played both. I have played in Lincoln and I played in Grand Island, but the Liederkranz, in Grand Island is good. A lot of places just aren't open anymore. Used to be Peony Park. That was a great place, and then that's not open anymore either. But
we used to take summer trips to Penny Park from the Norfolk YMCA, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else have a favorite, ballroom?
Got a favorite?
Oh yeah, Starlight pre-renovations.
Starlight in Wahoo.
Yeah.
What happened in the renovations?
What about you, Chris?
Changed it up a little bit, okay. Has anybody been to the ballroom in Hartington before? The Skylon? Or the old King's Ballroom in Norfolk? Been up there before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you're enjoying this at home. We've got some more of the Lonnie Orchestra coming up. If you'd like to be a member of News Channel Nebraska, we're asking for $12 a month or $15 a month. That's the difference between a T-shirt or a sweatshirt. If you'd like one sent to you, give us your size, but you got to call this number. Last I checked, we had 5, and we need 20. So 1-888-800-1479 or newschannelnebraska.com. Here's a little bit more about our station, and we'll be right back with more on NCN.
News Channel Nebraska is unique to our state. There's no other station like it. We've made it our mission to tell stories from all corners of Nebraska, from Mitchell to Madison, Cody to Cambridge, and everywhere in between. And when you become a member of News Channel Nebraska, you're sharing in our goal to highlight people, places, and stories that make Nebraska a great place to live. Your contribution will give us the funds we need to expand our news team, cover more high school sports, and continue the nightly music and entertainment provided by shows like Quarantine Tonight. If you value the programming you find here on News Channel Nebraska, please do your part to support it now. Your membership gift will enable us to keep you and your family up to date on news and events. You'll help us provide fellowship for our neighbors, You'll support young athletes and artists from high schools across the state. And heck, we may even get you and your family dancing in your living room each night. Please join News Channel Nebraska in supporting this place we call home with your membership gift now.
This is home.
When COVID hit, we were looking for ways that we could bring joy into people's living rooms, and we decided what's better than music. When we started this program, I thought we'd do it for 2 weeks. We've done over 115 shows. Some days I'd go to the mailbox, there'd be 150 letters in there. There'd be, 200 emails. I'd never been part of anything like it. We've gotten over 2,400 letters from all over the state, from Kimball to Falls City, that said, I'm here, I'm by myself, I'm in my room, I'm in my house, I'm in my assisted living room, and I can't leave. And this is my connection to Nebraska. That is so gratifying, and there's no other TV network or television station or radio station in America that's doing this. We decided that if this show is to continue, it needs to continue because people like you watching right now say, hey, this is worth doing. We have always paid every single performer $125 per night. And no, it's not a lot of money, but when you have 10 or 11 people on a polka band, it adds up pretty quick. This is not a high budget show. We've spent money on the things that are important, the musicians and the wonderful sound. My 2 boys ran cameras for most of the summer. This program, when you watch it, if you don't go to bed happier than when you started, we're not doing our job. This is Nebraska. This is Nebraska at its best. To be part of this has been probably the greatest broadcast experience of my career.
All right, good evening, Nebraska. Welcome back to your only variety show with live entertainment.
Welcome back to News Channel Nebraska, 1-888-800-1479. Somebody said, well, what are you going to do if the viewers decide that this keeps going? And the first thing I told Susie I was going to do, and the first thing I'll tell you I'm going to do, is I'm going to figure out a way to get a grand piano back on this show. We have had so many great pianists, and, we had a great piano from Lutheran High Northeast, but school started again. We gave it back, and we're going to get one of those for this show. So if you want to help us take a step in that direction, well, become a member of News Channel Nebraska at $12 a month or $15 a month, 1-888-800-1479, or newschannelnebraska.com. It makes a huge deal to us, and I know Susie's got this nice-looking piano here. She does a great job with it, one of these electronic jobs, but she really does favor the big grand piano. She had her senior pictures taken with it, didn't you?
Yep, that's right.
It is a beautiful piano, and we're going to get one here. So, Lonnie, you are in charge. This is the Lonnie Orchestra. Don't forget, Paul Siebert comes up at 8 o'clock. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Did you hear what he just said? He said, I'm in charge. And I write the checks. How about that? Wow. Now, wait till I get home, and I'll see if my wife tells me that when I get in the door. I'm in charge, but that ain't going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we mentioned the name Lawrence Welk and what Susie did, that wonderful solo. My phone has not gotten any scholarships yet, Susie, so we got to see if we can get him to phone in here. But don't forget, we can't say enough about News Channel Nebraska, how great it is, given all the bands great opportunities to perform for you at home. And how nice it is that you let us into your living room, into your kitchen, wherever else you have your TV or your phone. And don't forget 888-800-1479 and help bring, join the and sponsor and help News Channel Nebraska out. And with your help, they'll continue the live music and keep great programming. This morning, we enjoyed as a family, we enjoyed watching St. Isidore's Mass this morning and watching Father Joe and getting to listen to his homily. So what a great thing they do, bringing Catholic Mass every morning on TV, and more power to them, that's for sure. We're going to do, we mentioned little Lawrence Welk, so we're going to feature, in standing in order, Mr. Bob Fusion. He's going to stand first, and then, okay, he's going to sit down. Now he's going to stand. And then Chris Cadagnola, make sure to ask Mike how to spell his last name. And then James Kuntz, doing a wonderful job all the way from Iowa. And we're going to feature the 4 clarinets with yours truly. A little Lawrence Welk style, little bubbles in the wine. Ready, 1, 2. Little bubbles in the wine. Oh, yeah. Nice job, guys. We had a request to please send one out. Somebody sent me a text message, and well, where did it go? It says, if you have time, please play a song for these darn bifocals, Dennis and Laurie Dahl, and everyone at GMI and Scribner. So especially for you guys, especially from that couple that we're not going to mention their name because they said not to mention their name, Gerald and Roberta Bodie. And also, somebody sent me a couple Thanksgiving jokes. Can you believe that? And so I practiced with Rich so he'd get this right. And I don't know. Let's see. Why did the farmer separate the chicken and the turkey? Marla? Because he sensed foul play. Oh, yeah, there you go. And then Marla, get this one. What is a turkey's favorite dessert? Peach gobbler. Atta boy, Rich. And then here's the best one of all. What did the turkey say to the farmer? He said, how come there's nothing on my calendar after November? There you go. And Rich will like this one. To be frank, I'd have to change my name. Oh, the band liked that one, yeah. And then somebody send a note. It says a turkey would like you to play a tune for the HA number 1, 2, 3, and 4, whatever that means. So especially for them. So we had a request from Diane, sent me a note before the show, said, would you please play Dardanella? Well, we've tried to keep repeating songs to a minimum, but we knew that Earl and Diane were going to be listening tonight and watching, and so we wanted to make them happy along with all those others that love this tune. A little popular tune for the boys and ladies of the band, tune called Dardanella. Ah, pretty tune of Dardanella. Marla, insert or keep going? Whatever you say, boss. Oh, by golly. Let's insert in our extras. We had a polka picked. Let's do a polka for everybody. In our pile of extras, I don't know what number that was, 600. With naturally we have the ballroom band, but also we have the polka band, and we love playing all styles of music. Each band is different, obviously. We might have a few of the same players, but each one has a different style, and it's an honor and privilege to play in all the places that we have. We want to send this one out. I got a note said, send one out to Betsy and Shanna out there that they always come to our dances at Playmore and come to the Eagles and all that places out there. And they said, would you send one out to those two ladies? So that's what we're going to do right now. It's polka time. Here is the Hilda Polka. The Hilda Polka. Everybody's happy when there's a polka. All right, I'm watching the clock. What do you think? Got time for one more, you think, Marla? You want to do this one? Should we just do Millie? All right. And then I think this should time us out, I think. We might not have time for the theme song, but we'll get this one in. Where'd my little, we want to send this one out to the Lowers. I think we did one earlier. I can't remember, just want to make sure. And this is a little tune the Jan Garber Orchestra made famous, along with a lot of other bands, and we know that the Lowers like Jan Garber. So how about a little Jan Garber style for you? And don't forget that News Channel Nebraska needs your help. Why don't you join and call 888-800-1479. We want to make sure you can help support News Channel Nebraska to bring great live music to everybody. And also, if you send your cards and letters in too. I don't know if you got an address to put up on the screen there or not, but what does that say? Well, you can do it that way too. And but make sure to send a card and letter and tell them how much you appreciate News Channel Nebraska bringing live music and all the great bands that they have. Also, make sure you put in there on a sentence, say, we would like to thank you for having the Lonnie Orchestra. That would be awesome, right? Yeah. And if they have us back, we'll have Susie do a new solo. How about that? So we're going to play, I think it'll time out for one more song, or if we need to, we'll do a little extra just to get us there. But like they said, at the top of the hour, there's going to be a little break, and then Chad has got a bulldozer behind the curtain, and he's going to push us to the side there, and they're going to bring the next musical stuff there. So here we go, a little tune. Rich and I always laugh at this title. Here's one called Thoroughly Modern Mili Kuchera. Here we go, and one.
Wow, the Lonnie Orchestra here on News Channel Nebraska. You just did wonderful, by the way.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
We love having the Lonnie Orchestra here. And Lonnie and your crew, thank you so much on behalf of a very grateful audience. You don't know how many smiles you brought to faces. If you want to know, check our Facebook page, and you'll see literally hundreds of comments from people that say,
great.
This made my folks' day. This made my day. So
awesome.
Thank you so much for doing that.
And happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there.
Happy Thanksgiving
there's lots,
to you.
Even though it doesn't seem like it, there's lots to be thankful for. So.
There is. And this has been a tough year, but this kind of stuff is special. And the fact that we're in your living room tonight is the beginning of something special. So on behalf of everybody, you can't hear them clapping, but they're clapping at home, aren't they, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, there you go. I don't even know how much they're clapping, but I'm pretty sure, based on the letters that I get and how many people love this orchestra. I think there's a lot of them. So
keep them coming. Keep them coming.
What is your next stop during this coronavirus? Do you have another gig scheduled?
Actually, probably not till some months into next year already. So
well, don't go too far without News Channel Nebraska.
There you
we'll
go.
Get the Lonnie Orchestra back here. I have to admit, I've been kind of saving you since August. I've been holding you for this moment.
Thank you.
We'll go ahead and we'll begin our transition because we've got Paul Siebert coming in. Paul was on, I'd say just about a month and a half ago, and Paul did a wonderful job. In fact, I got the best review from someone I respect greatly, Pastor Ray Wilkie of the Grace Lutheran Church in Norfolk. He told me, he said that Paul Siebert was very good. And we'd like to see him back again. And I said, absolutely. Well, you'll like the fact that the night he was on, we said, hey, could you come back on Thanksgiving night? We're about to have a Christmas program that's going to make your night. So if you were at home and you are just kind of settled in and you're on the couch, you're on the recliner, or maybe you're watching from bed, wherever you are, we have the next 2 hours very special here, right here on News Channel Nebraska, with plenty of Christmas music. And while we do this, as you might hear, the Lonnie Orchestra is breaking down everything behind us, which is exactly how it works on a live show. You're going to hear just a little bit of movement behind us and some people working very hard. But we'd like to encourage you to become members on News Channel Nebraska. When I last checked, we had 6, and we need 20. So 1-888-800-1479 or newschannelnebraska.com. I want to show, if you could, put the physical address for News Channel Nebraska. I know not everybody trusts an 800 number or a website, even though we go to great lengths to make sure it's fast and secure, and I'm absolutely confident in it. Somebody told me the other day, they said, put up the address. If we want to be a part of this, we'll send you a check. And I'm going to throw this up here on the off chance that maybe that's you. 214 North 7th Street in Norfolk, 68701. That is the number, or that's the address if you want to send us something in the mail. If that's more comfortable for you, if it's more your style, I totally understand, and we respect that greatly. And we want you to know that wherever we get it, whether it's on the phone, online, or at this address, we take it very seriously, and we're not going to share that information with anybody because we know it's private and it's special, and it's a vote of confidence in what we do here at News Channel Nebraska. We've been doing this now for 5 years. We've been doing this show since March when coronavirus hit, and I don't think we've ever been more in sync with our audience than this. So I want to show you some video here real quick of what we did during the state basketball tournament in 20 already. Can you believe that? This was back from March, seems like a year ago. But this is what we did when the coronavirus hit the state basketball tournament across the Cornhusker State.
Right away, we knew that the pandemic was going to be a big deal when it affected the state basketball tournament.
We found out on a whim that fans weren't going to be allowed except for family for the entirety of the boys state tournament, and in less than 24 hours we turned around, got 4 trucks located at the 4 sites for the quarterfinals.
We pivoted from doing 2 venues and 6 games a day
to broadcast 24 games over the course of 48 hours.
So that we could provide comprehensive coverage of the entire state basketball tournament and make it available to the entire state because they could not be able to come down and see it.
I think shows our ability and our willingness to step up and help out the community.
The feedback that we got from that was phenomenal. You had people writing us in, contacting us on social media, telling us how appreciative they were of the fact that we were able to provide that. Some coaches actually even said, you know, it's kind of surprising that we haven't done this sooner because this is a great thing for the state. Some people may remember we got recognition by ESPN, and they actually picked up our feed and aired it on SportsCenter.
And the strangest of events, basketball-wise, is happening as we speak. Nebraska State High School playoffs, Mike, they're playing. Ron Cali out of Omaha taking on Scottsbluff's fans and family in attendance.
News Channel Nebraska was basically the only network in the nation at that time broadcasting sports, and so we were able to put Nebraska on a national level in terms of recognition of what we were doing because of that.
It took a lot of work, but we did it, and I'm really proud of our team's effort for that.
And the state basketball tournament and everything News Channel Nebraska did was the biggest win we've had to date for a sports department.
We are still in the middle of transition here as we move from the Lonnie Orchestra to Paul Siebert. You're going to about to see 2 hours of beautiful Christmas music, and this is my youngest, Blake, who is working a camera tonight and was on last night. And how's it going tonight, Blake? You don't mind wearing the mask, do you?
They get stinky sometimes.
They do get stinky a little bit. Yeah, that's true. How's working camera number? What are you on? Camera number 2?
Number 3.
How's that going tonight?
Pretty good.
Oh my goodness. This guy here has been a trooper. So is his brother, Brendan. They've been working really hard since coronavirus. Do you like running the cameras?
Yeah, I like them.
Do you like it more than the teleprompter, or would you rather run the teleprompter?
I haven't tried the teleprompter.
Are you ready to go back to school here? Do you have 3 more weeks of school?
I don't want to go back to school.
You don't want to go back? Do you have any homework?
I have no homework, actually, surprisingly, except reading a lot.
Reading a lot? Well, that's good. Brendan and Blake have been an important part of this show, and they've been very appreciated by all of us here at News Channel Nebraska. This is a big endeavor as we switch between 2 acts. We haven't done this before on News Channel Nebraska. Now, Blake, tell me just a little bit. Coronavirus has changed the way we do business in America. How has it changed things for you? You're an 11-year-old. What do you think?
Well, you can't do that much of stuff, and you have to work more on stuff like wearing masks, making sure you're safe at school. It takes more time.
Yeah, you're pretty good at that, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
You know, what's interesting about 11-year-olds is wearing a mask isn't like an adult. They just get with the program, and you wear this all day at school, don't you?
Yeah.
Mrs. Jessen is his teacher and does a great job with him. We're just kind of filling a little time here before the next act. Anything you want to say, Blake? Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
She did a good job today with Thanksgiving dinner, didn't she?
Yep, and Grandma.
Yeah, all right. And your other Grandma Flood's watching tonight. She's a big fan of Quarantine Tonight. So Blake's one of those folks that does a great job of cheering people up and making people feel good about what's going on.